landscape mode. So we're gonna see what happens because I got disconnected. So right now I'm on the phone. So these people have convinced me to live stream, Dana. And so I've been live streaming a little bit, and my phone got disconnected, so I threw it back on live stream while we could talk, because it's not like super business, it's just horses and stuff, which is business too. But so I threw it up there, and we'll see what happens, because they're like, oh, turn your phone this way, and then it's landscape mode. So I'm like learning all these curves, you know what I mean? Like learning curves. And so yeah, so I wanted to turn it like back cabinet because I know there's granules. It's like the white container of antibiotics. And then, yeah, let me know and I'll call him. I might be able to get him to give me some. I mean, I really don't. She doesn't need to be taken in. There's nothing he can do that we're not going to do. So, how long do you think? But it's been there, what, like over 24 hours? on the fencing is bent in or anything like that. You know, because that's what it looks like to me, is one of those bars on the stock fencing got pulled in or something, and maybe she went across it. Horse people are like probably So, yeah, we're almost out of California, which thank God we're almost out of California, because I can't handle, well, there's a lot of things I can't handle in California, but one of them is the fuel prices. Like, the moment I get into Arizona, it's going to be like $1 a gallon cheaper, and they're not going to let me move over. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the E85 major gas mileage works. That's not surprising at all. All the mayors and astronauts. They're so funny. These people are like hilarious. They're adorable. Go. Yeah, it's the new one. I don't like them. I don't like them. What do you think of the new Broncos? I'm not digging them. Streamers. See, I'm trying it. This is called interactive, I guess. Ground control to major. When I get home, I will live stream when I get home. And I took the phone off the thing to show them, like, style. And then I forgot in my head, like, they're upside down. And then I had to do it, you know, make sure I had the safety thing, because I had a vehicle on the other side on the shoulder, and so I didn't. And they're like a roller coaster. It's more fun than a roller coaster. All fun. And then I finally put them back on. Yeah. And 19 people right now watching me. It's kind of wild. It's yeah, my non-interest. We're merging. Hang on. And yeah. Grass round bales you're talking about? Now we're talking about hay. Okay, is it the one that you got like a week ago or something? Okay, and that's like the grass, right? That's Bermuda Blend Coastal. Yeah, because they're gonna eat. There's no telling like how tightly wound those bales are, or compact or whatever, and he probably has a really tight roll on those bales. So that's probably why you're probably getting almost 1,000 pounds of grass, where Shorty's probably like 800. Yeah. Yeah, horses are expensive. Hay has gone up so much. I know, hay's gone up crazy. another thing you can do to bridge the gap. I mean, inflation, it's hurting everybody. Hang on, we're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. Okay, nobody's coming driving for me, huh? How many am I? What do you mean? Oh, there's 4 of us. Yeah, there's 4 vehicles. No, I'm like the biggest. No, it's just 4 of us. 3 are going back to Texas because that's where we're from, and we got a that rally in Austin on the 30th. And then 1 is going to Maryland, but she's gonna stay with us as long as she can until she's gotta, branch off from us. So, are you serious? Hey, she's visiting with family, I guess. Yeah, this lady says a 3-string bale in Florida is $110. Of what? Grass? That's crazy. Wait a minute. Which 3-string bale? Is it the 3-string bale that weighs, what's it weigh? 100 pounds? Or is it the 3-strand bale that is like the giant Texas bales that weigh like 500 pounds or 800 pounds? Are you going to join the People's Convoy again? Yeah, my plan is to. I do not see myself ending the People's Convoy. I just have to be back. God's telling me to go back for the rally. Me and Matt. We're supposed to be there. And I agree. So, yeah, we're supposed to be there. The 100 pounds, she says 100 pounds. You are got to be kidding me. No, the 2-strand bales are 55. The 3-strand are the alfalfa ones I used to load all the time for you. The 100. Yeah. In Missouri, she says 110 for a 3-strand bale. What kind of hay is that? Gold threaded? Alfalfa? Debbie? Okay, so another person said, I can't see their name. They said 3-strand is $1,500. So that must be like the Texas bales. Yeah, the 1,500 is the Texas, but like New Mexico has expensive hay too, man. What are you doing for it? Yeah, I know. Quit printing money. Like, I don't understand why we can't bridge this gap between, left and right. I mean, all they talk about is, the rich get richer. Well, Jeff Bezos is rich, and why aren't they going after Jeff Bezos? Remember Occupy Wall Street? That was both sides of the aisle getting together on Occupy Wall Street, too. So why can't we, occupy something? We've gotta collaborate with these people and figure out how to do it appropriately, because they're a strong force too, and I think deep down we all want the same things regarding that. We don't want to see inflation. We don't want to see the poor get poorer. We don't want to see the middle class disappear. We don't want to see the rich get richer. But you still have to have free enterprise, and I think the problem is you see crony capitalism going on right now, and then you see the United States pivoting toward a public-private partnership, and you saw that during COVID when they shut down all the small businesses and killed them off so that they could increase Walmart and all the bigger ones that want to work Facebook, want to work in the public-private partnership with the government. See, this is the conversation I have with everybody. Yeah, and if you want to see the transfer of wealth, go look up the statistics on how much wealth transferred during COVID, because I saw one, I have to confirm it, but I saw it like 4 or 5 different times in 4 or 5 different reasonable sources, that it was something like 86 billion in wealth, like what Bezos went up in wealth during COVID, and what these other companies went up in COVID, and what we all lost as people. Yeah, we all lost as people. It like evened itself out, like $86 billion moved from us somebody's radar after my little discussions today. So I'm sort of confused. The camera reversed, or is that already sighted? No, it's not mirrored. When you flip it, it like flips it back. So no, I'm not in the right seat. I'm in the left actually. Stream from this afternoon. He has awesome. I'll have to check it out. Morning, Mayor. Is it morning still? Oh, we just gained? No, we didn't gain an hour. I love Arizona. We didn't gain an hour. We're still in Pacific time because Arizona doesn't change time. My favorite thing about this state, there's more things I love about this state, but Arizona doesn't change time. I'm like, no, that's fake time. I grew up in Arizona. We don't change time. We never have. We never will over here in Arizona. I moved to Texas. What's going on here? Fake time. Fake time. It's crazy. Crazy. I always try to get a Dana, this lady, I think it's a lady, I can't see it, says it's 7:35 in Brisbane, Australia. Yeah, but Brisbane, remember we spent the night in Brisbane together, at a hotel out there in Brisbane. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, yeah, go take care of the baby.